Random. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this camera behind you here a little bit. And I want to have you just go ahead and take a few balls and hit them. And your target's going to be about that 150, okay? So just kind of try to set up straight to the mat and go ahead and let it go in that position.
Ready. Ready. Ready.
Okay, good. Good
Ready.
result right there. Right. I'm going to switch this back over here. What I want you to do, first of all, is come on over here and take a look with me now for a little bit, okay? Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at this swing from the rear. And I'm going to start to point out some things to you, and then you'll be able to see where we're lacking and where we need to go.
Okay.
First of all, your posture is excellent. It's outstanding. Okay, nice and straight in the back. Weight distributed nicely.
Okay.
Your grip looks good. You're set up nicely with that. So those are some good fundamentals to start with that are in nice shape. Okay, all right. All right. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw a line up your club. Okay. And this line is what indicates the plane of the golf swing.
Right.
Okay. And each and every club obviously sets it a little bit at a different angle, and they create their own plane, and you just kind of accommodate to that naturally as you set up to the club. You kind of get the feel of that, and it tells you how far away to stand, tells you what direction to swing it up in. This plane is critical because this is a circle that travels. And boy, this thing, I hope you don't get too much static. And what we want to do is try to keep our swing traveling in a circle around our body to get the club to square and get it to look like it's look towards the target as we hit. All right. So what we're going to do here is just watch this swing in slow motion and watch the motion of the shaft of the club and watch what happens. As it starts, see the club starts to come back underneath the line and swing back inside just a little bit. Okay? And basically that's happening because the first thing that happens is you rotate your arms quite a bit. Okay? You rotate your left arm, your right wrist and right hand just kind of fan open. So you kind of fan the club face open and turn it inside slowly. As the club swings further on back, it goes around behind you a little bit and gets in a flat position. Okay, let me just kind of discuss that. So this shaft sticking out here and getting the club behind you. In that position, it should have gone up more, okay? And it got a little behind you. And because it did, now you're going to get it steep on the way down, okay? All right, so we'll check it at the top. Okay, and right here, it's not in too bad a position. Even you work it around to the position. But the thing is, it's kind of working in a circle, and then it's working flat to then upright to steep, and it's going to keep getting steeper. So this line right here, what I look for in this particular position is I look for this arm here to be pretty parallel to that line right there, okay? And that's in that position at this point. It's kind of works flat and works itself up into that. Now, if it gets any more up that way, then we're going to get into trouble, okay? So as we go further back, there it goes, and it starts to steepen up more. And you bend it a little bit more from the waist. Now it's got it up above the line, okay? And then when the club swings back down, it's coming away from the outside. Now I want you to look where this club head is, okay? So I'm just going to kind of put some circles. That club's out in front of your head.
Yeah.
See it? Out there. Whoop. There's the next picture of it. So it's way, way, way out there. Okay. Still outside the ball. Okay. You'll see all this on your video, and it'll pick up. So it'll be a nice thing to look at. Okay. And working its way back to the ball. And then it's way inside here. It's going way across. So, in essence, it just swings way to the left, way outside the line and way to the left. So what you have to do at that point, having any athletic ability at all, is you have to take the face of your club, and if you'll look at it right here at this point, and you have to try to hold it wide open.
Okay.
Otherwise, your ball's going to go dead left, okay? So you've got it swinging in a position really close to that left foot, okay? It's going way across the ball. You must hold your face open. Consequently, that's that big close action and grip, okay? All right, and let's just watch it kind of going through. All right. Balance is good, and you get on over to your left side, but the club got traveling in such a bad position at the beginning. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you and I'm going to put you up on a picture beside somebody else, and then just kind of let you look at the difference of the two, okay? Let me just clear this off and put it like this. Just like this. I'll take you back to the back swing. Well, let me just take you back down to the start. And really not a fair comparison here now. Okay. But it's a good, I mean, and this is why he's beaten everybody. I mean, it's so perfect. His technique is so perfect right now. Okay, so we'll start to look at some of the same things then. If I take a line and run it up through here. Take your line and run it up to there. Okay. And we just start to watch his club when it comes back in the direction things go. So it was right up that line, wasn't it? Okay. Right, straight up that line. There he gets back in that position I was telling you about, where that line's parallel to that line. Take yours. So there that club goes back in there behind you a little bit. It's going, and your hands go out. Okay, and it gets in that position back across that line, and then you start raising it up. Okay. All right, so there we're pretty close. Okay. Now, we're going to start to watch this club come down. This picture's a little dark. It's hard to see this club head, but you'll get an idea of where this thing's going. Now this club head's behind. Okay, see where it is? See where it's traveling? Let's just get a little bit on you here. Yours is going the other way. So see where the shaft and the club head. His went that way.
Yeah.
Okay, and yours went out above that line up there. Okay? His is come up. There goes your, let's get his again. His club head's here. Your club head's going to get you about in the same position, a little further down. Your club head's out here. Okay? All right. All right, so we kind of see his working down the line. Bang, he's just striking the ball right now. He's just back to hit.
Wow.
Look how nice that line is from that line we drew originally. Okay? Okay, and as we go here, so we got a bit of a different look. Okay? As his finishes on up. That right arm gets right back up on that plane again that we had it up on the top. So it stays in a perfect circle, okay? And that's why he's playing so good.
Right,
okay?
right.
That circle is just perfect around him. And he's right back there where he started, okay? Okay. All right. So, from that view, we see some of the things we want to do. We see some of the positions we want to start to try to get in. What I'm going to do now is set you back up, and we're going to start to work with that a little bit and figure out how to get that done. Okay? Let me put this back on record here.
Ready.
Helps to see, doesn't it?
Yeah, because people have said you lose.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're going to use this tee as our ball here for a second. Okay? And just set up to that tee for me. And like I say, your posture is good, your grip is good, your stance width is good. What we're going to do now is just start to work on this backswing just a little bit.
Right.
And I'm going to say this. We got a triangle here. We got our shoulders, each arm, club hanging right in the middle here, okay? What I would like you to do in the first part of your backswing is to just keep that triangle intact for a while, exactly like it is, and just turn your shoulders, start your shoulders turning around. Now look at the difference in these two moves, okay? This first move that goes, okay, and that's the move you're making. So now you're changing the triangle, you're breaking this side down, and you're starting to put the club behind you, okay? And you see him, all he's doing, he's just kind of holding that still and starting to move all that stuff in that direction, okay? All right, so what I'd like you to do is just work in about the first foot here for a few minutes of just keeping that triangle intact, keep it right there and start to turn your shoulders, okay? And when you do, it's going to travel back a little straighter. It's going to travel back a little more like that, okay? A little more in that line. See if you can just get the feel of that. Yeah, good. And just past that club. Do it again, a couple more times. Good. Okay. All right. From there now, what we're going to do is start to lift the arms up. Okay, so go right back to that position. I want to take that around under loop over you got and switch it the other way.
Okay.
Okay? So now I want you to go ahead and get your arms up. Okay? And start your arms working up. Get them up in the front. So when you get ready to hit, it feels like your club head's going to come back here. See where that is? Instead of out here in front of your face. It's going to come back in there. Okay. Right? What we're going to do now is we're just going to take our shoulders, turn them around, raise the arms up and raise that club up right up over your left shoulder. There and up. Okay.
Back down.
Okay. All right. Let's do it again one more time. Stay a little straighter in your left arm. Okay. All right. Go ahead. There. Good. Now, when you do this, I want you to just kind of let your upper body get over your right leg a little bit. And if your hips turn a little, that way, that's fine too. Okay? All right? So, stretch out a little bit longer that way as you go back. Just keep your triangle intact. Kind of reach on out, stretch out a little bit more, and then raise your arms up. There, and raise them up. Okay? Okay, now from this position, the key thing to getting this club to travel that way instead of that way is the motion of your hips and your body. That's the key thing, okay? If I kind of just hold your shoulder and I tell you to take your left hip and move it over here, see my hip, and bump me with it, okay? Scoot it over here, push off your right leg and come over here and bump me. I'm gonna hold your shoulders, okay? So scoot your lower spine towards me. No, not your upper spine. That's where you used to start, man. I want you to scoot just this and keep that still. Okay?
So like so? Oh,
Okay. There. Okay, go. Now, where'd that club head go?
so. Down, turn.
Yeah, down in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, we're going to work on that move a little bit. I'm going to come back and grab your arms and hold you. And what I want to have you do is I'm going to have you feel like you do just this, okay? You got the club right there, and the first thing that's going to move this club is this lower left-hand side of your body, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to just start to drive on out. I'm going to hold your arms back, and you'll feel where the club is going, all right? Go right back up in your backswing. Okay, I got you. All right. Take that hip and drive it on over and go. Oh, look where this club is now. Okay, okay, see where it's going? Okay, now, you slid just a little bit too far,
Okay,
but that's all right. Okay, all right, do it again. There, okay, see where that club is? So it's back in here. Okay, so now, let this part of your body put the force on it. I'm going to get some. Okay, we're going to have a little tug of war, go.
Okay.
All right, and start, yeah, go back over your left and then start your hips turning around, okay? There you go. Uh-huh. Oh, feel that?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now, what's pulling the club? Your hips and your body and your torso, and not pushing it with your shoulders.
Right.
Okay, so that's the key thing. So we're up here. Now, get that body going. Go ahead. Boom. Boom. Look where your club head is. Okay. All right, now the difference, I'm going to show you the difference. Just keep your hips back here to me. Take your upper body and start pushing the club. That's how it gets out there, all right? All right, so let's just do it now, and you get to feel, and I want you to start to pull my body weight, all right?
All right.
Yeah, good. Good, and rotate, good. Sure. Go ahead and put some more pressure on me. There you go. There you go. Now, you got some leverage on this thing now, okay? See if you can now try to make a couple of swings. Just kind of think it through a little bit and try to feel that motion, okay? And the timing is critical because once you get it up here, it's got to kind of almost stop with your arms and your shoulders come to a rest. You want to kind of keep your shoulders turned this way as long as you can and let that body and hips work, okay? All right? And make no effort with your upper body to go. Just feel your hips and your legs work, okay? Not bad. It's not bad. I'm going to put this camera back behind me and take a few more pictures. You just keep doing what you're doing. Okay, now you keep your shoulders and chest turned to me a little bit longer. Yep. Let's take a look at that particular swing one time real quick and just see what that looks like compared to what's been going on, okay? I get up here real close and start to hear that static on this thing. Stay back a little. Better? Much better.
Yeah.
Not perfect, but much better.
Yeah.
All right. A little bit of leaning over there now.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a little bit out over your toes, I think. Okay? A little bit off balance towards your toes.
Yeah.
Look how much better. Okay? Look where the club head is now. Before it was out getting out in front of your face. Yeah. Look here. Okay? Still not quite where I want it. It's got to be back in there a little more. But look how much better. No, go ahead. How you been? Okay. Look at this parallel line to that. Before that shaft was up here.
Yeah.
You know, it was up in that direction. So it's starting to look better. Okay. And that's we're getting a start on it. All right. Still just a little early with the shoulder. Okay. Just out there a little bit. Just going to have to work with it a little bit longer. Okay. Let's just spend a few more minutes on it, make a few more little swings, and see if we can
Ready.
get the feel. All right, just relax now, make your backswing. I'm going to work with you. There, let your upper body get over that side. Don't let your hips slide over there. Okay. You want to turn this shoulder back past that hip. You don't want your hips to slide that way and keep that shoulder over there. You want the shoulder to turn back around behind that hip. Okay, I got you right here. All right, now start forward with your weight and let it go down. And feel this elbow's almost going to get down underneath your belt. It's almost going to get down in that pocket.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, all right. Now, what that's done is that's got your shoulders back. See what I'm saying? And sit out right. Okay, just feel a couple. Yep. 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 Now get your body. Now keep your body turning to go. Okay, come on off that right foot and let your body turn. Okay. All right. All right. Good. Don't be afraid to go forward now onto your left foot. Go ahead. Better? It's better.
Ready.
Okay, now I'm going to just take a little
Ready.
exercise with you here, put you in a straight up and down plane like a baseball plane here, and let you start to feel the sequence of events and how this thing works, okay? So go ahead and get your hands on your grip and put your club right straight out, even with your shoulders like you got to, okay? Like you're hitting a high fastball. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and put you back in your backswing and you're turned around. Okay, now here you're going to hit this ball right there in that plane. So the first thing that's going to happen, you're going to step to the left, or you get your weight to the left and start turning your stomach through it. Okay, go ahead and go. All right, and then that's going to start pulling your body.
Club, right.
Okay, and the club and everything, and now that club stays back in there behind your shoulder. It stays in there with. Okay, so now I want you to get all the way turned through this thing. You get your stomach and everything facing the pitcher, and that's what's getting this club going, and then it comes right on out there, and it hits, and when it hits, then it goes ahead and goes right back around you that way. Make a couple swings on that plane for a few minutes. All right. Stomach first, and then shoulders. And then let it release and go. Good. Exactly. There you go. Good. And the club comes through last, and then you feel your hands do something you're not used to feeling them do.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't because you'd hit it so far left. Okay, good. So all of that, just 2 or 3 more, and then we'll start to change the plane on a little. Yeah, beautiful. All right, get a little bit lower pitch. Same thing. Sure, nice, really nice. A little lower pitch. Okay, a little lower pitch. Start to feel it working?
Yeah, I can feel.
Yeah, it's a whole new dynamic, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, all right. Go ahead. So a nice low pitch there now. Good. Aha. All right. Swinging closer to you, too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let it slap that tee and make a little noise, and it'll catch a picture of it so we can do. Okay? Same exact thing.
Ready.
Come here and let's take a look. These are big changes, but
Yeah.
they're coming pretty quick to you because you're athletic. You know, so. Look at the difference between these two guys. Here, I'm going to try to synchronize them. Okay. Get the timing right. Okay, still out there a little bit. Let me take this one here and go back to this screen. We'll just watch it a second or two. Okay, there's a little bend down goes
Yeah.
in there. Okay, see it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So right here. Okay, I just caught that. So you got this line. Let me get another line on you. I'm gonna go right up your spine, right from your hips. Right up your spine. You're in perfect position now. Okay. Okay, so you just bend down just a little bit, and that's that left hip moving, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's moving, sliding to the right a little bit.
Okay.
All right. Still, that club's better. It's still behind your head. You know what I mean? It's not perfect yet, but it's still it's behind your head. It's not where. And then from there, see how you went ahead and let your club head go and released it? Sure. Okay. And that's what has to happen when you start to swing in this direction. Okay. All right. So that's getting better all the time. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to get a little look from the front view a little, and we'll take a look at this backswing, and I want to just kind of take a little look at these hips and what they're doing, okay?
Ready.
All right. Go ahead and let it slap that tee a few times and make some noise. I need the noise to snap the picture.
Ready.
Okay, it's getting better. Let's
Ready.
take a look at it. Come on over. It's getting better. It's getting better all the time. Okay, set up here. Yep, shoulders are turning now. You're better though. Now the only thing here I see is this is just kind of locked up a little bit, okay? This knee, and that's all kind of locked up straight. I want to turn it like that, and that's in pretty good shape, but it's just kind of locked up a little bit right there. And you're overturning just a little bit with your shoulders. And that doesn't need to fold up quite that much. You know, you're flexible. But you're getting your body through it. See, you're starting to get it. So you're starting to get the feel and the idea. Your shoulders are back, and your hips, look how much more your hips are turned than your shoulders now.
Right, right.
Okay, and that's the look it should get. That's the look it should start to get, okay? All right, this is a little open at that point. It'll take you a while to get that, but now it's starting to look like something, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's take a comparative look at this. You're right back up in your backswing. I don't have Tiger from the front, but I got some other guys can play a little bit here. Here's a guy finishes second all the time too. Ernie L. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Sure, I got a little flex in this knee,
Yeah.
don't I? Okay.